So let's go ahead and get to our topic this morning. Charlotte Christian with me this morning. You can reach her at 233-7772. First of all, let's get this out. Your firm, John Totten, Charlotte Christian, you handle, if you have any attorney questions, you can give them a call. You guys do real estate closings all the time.
A lot right now at the end of the month.
A lot at the end of the month, that's right. You do personal injury, car wrecks, accidents, DUIs.
Divorce.
And we're going to talk about divorces because that's what Charlotte knows she can do. Well, Jamie wants to give you a new slogan. You want to sock it to your ex? Call Charlotte Christian. All right, you guys really set up for battle when you go into the courtroom because you only have one chance to fight and you want to put on the best fight that you possibly can. There was an article in USA Today, I believe, that talks about getting prepared, getting financially prepared or ready to go through your divorce. No, don't do it. Go, don't work it out. Work it out together. Do those things usually work?
Working it
out together?
Well, it can. I mean, it's just according to what your spouse, what his position is, or what her position is. It can work, but
it amazes me. It's rare. It amazes me how many people we have known, and they said, "Oh, we're getting a divorce, but we're being able to work it out, talk it through." And we're like, oh yeah, okay, give it time.
Yeah, usually working it out together is not going to
happen, right?
Thing, yeah.
Okay, in this article, there are several different things here, and you've got one there. Hanging on to the house at all costs.
A lot of options that you have. I mean, usually the party who keeps the children, if there are children involved, wants to stay in the house to keep the children in an atmosphere where they're accustomed to, where they're comfortable in their bedroom.
Right.
A divorce is horrible.
It's traumatic for everyone.
It's absolutely traumatic, and you want to try to keep the children in an atmosphere where they're comfortable, where they know their bed, they know their surroundings, and you don't want to uproot them. Now, most people today are dependent on two incomes. So, of course, when you divorce, those two incomes aren't going to be there, and you're going to have to adjust your situation and your finances around to do that. We try to help people do that. We try to keep, there's lots of options like refinancing or...
right, maybe hopefully there's some equity. You can share it there.
Absolutely. We try to keep somebody there as much as we can.
Okay, another one point here was failing to make a clean financial break. Why is that important?
Well, you want to keep your finances separate, just because if there's if you go back to court, if you go back to modify your decree, if you've had your finances together, it's just messy. It's just not clean. I mean, if one spouse wants to help the other spouse because of children or something, absolutely, great. That's
wonderful.
A good
That's
parent.
rare too.
But it is rare. But you do need to make a clean financial break and start on your own finances, have your own accounts.
And you can actually start that before your divorce is final.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, and you want to do that too because you certainly don't want to be sharing a checking account where one spouse is spending the money without you knowing about it.
Absolutely.
And how many times has that happened?
It does.
All right, we're not talking to you, Jamie. All right, counting on your ex to honor financial commitments. Oh, they said they were going to do this. They're going to be nice. She lied. He lied.
Large percentage of people who come in my office have that problem. They've depended on, they've used up their financial resources and they've depended on the first of the month I'm going to get X amount from my spouse. Well, if your spouse doesn't come through, you're going to have to take them back to court. You're going to have to try to find them in contempt. You're going to have to go on a contract issue. There's lots of ways that you can go back to court, but that's not quick. We're set up in a legal system that's not a fast legal system, and it may take you 6 months. So you've got to, you've got to be planned ahead, and you've got to have yourself in a position so that you can take care of you and your children or yourself if you're.
Well, typically, too, if you're getting a divorce, that trust level is over.
Right. And, the big thing that happens with this is that a lot of times your spouse is really nice and then they go find somebody else. They marry somebody else, and then when that happens, the whole situation changes because they've got a new family and they have responsibilities to that family as well. So you have to have yourself protected in the beginning.
All right, yeah, if you want to have another life later too. Something that a lot of people forget to do, forgetting to change your will and beneficiary forms for insurance.
Right, your beneficiary forms and all your IRAs and those things that you've had at work. When you get a divorce, that's what I tell people. I say, let's get with your human resources person at your job. If you're self-employed, let's get with your accountant. Let's get with the right people, so that we can get you, into a spot or into a situation so that your spouse is taken off and your children are put on, or something that's appropriate. Your will is not so, is not as important as getting those other things taken care of, but absolutely we try to get your will taken care of as well.
All right, because nothing's going to make you matter if something happens and it all goes to the ex. We do have to say something, though. First of all, call Charlotte, 233-7772. And I'm glad Jamie joined us right now,
your
Charlotte.
help,
She has a
Jamie.
message for you.
I need your help. Can you help me?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know Sue Johnson?
I know Miss
Sweetest
Sue
lady.
well.
Sweetest lady. She's at Grayson Scott. I go up there Saturday morning before the football games. I'm really excited. I go in and I expect her to say, "Hey, Charlotte, how are you doing? What can I help you with? Let me put something on you." Instead, I walk in the door to her coming toward me, and she says, "Charlotte." I said, "Yes, ma'am." "Would you tell Jamie Cooper to comb his hair?"
Thank you, Sue. Appreciate you asking about me.
I don't know how I became the keeper of your hair, but Dr. Coleman tells me he's got the same problem.
Yeah,
Everywhere
he
we
sure
go,
does.
people, what are we supposed to tell these people?
I don't know. I'm letting it get longer and
He's
longer
rebelling.
and grayer and grayer. So, hey,
He's rebelling.
Thank you, Sue, for relaying that message to Charlotte to me. But I want to bring something up about divorce. Let me give y'all some advice, having had more divorces than most of you hopefully will ever have.
Easy now.
Do not use the same attorney thinking that later y'all might be able to work it out, because once you sign those papers, you're screwed.
You're close to right.
I'm 110% right. If
Well,
you
in your
think
deal.
that there's a chance that y'all might work it out later, and once you sign up, it's over. Hire somebody like Charlotte to protect your best interests if you're a man or whatever. More than likely, you're getting divorced. Somebody's cheating on somebody.
Unfortunately,
A lot
that's
of the time,
probably
that's true.
happens the most.
A lot of the time.
That's right. But anyway, thank you very much, Charlotte. Y'all call her if you're getting divorced. Did I get it right?
Don't
Huh?
hurt yourself.
I tell you what, it's hard to be the smart one up here. We got to
Yeah.
take a break. Thank y'all for getting up with us on a Friday morning. I ain't combing my hair. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Local and love